Hey everyone, it's Amanda with Americana Gardens, and guess what? This is the first video of the spring garden tours that I will be doing. I will be doing a full garden tour every week throughout the growing season. So if that is something that you want to check out more, hit subscribe, because every week I'll be doing this and releasing it on Sunday. By the way, since this will be my first video, happy Easter to everybody. And also, I hope you all had a good Holy Week. I'm actually an Orthodox Christian. I will be celebrating next Sunday. We are what we call on the old calendar. So, anyway, so anybody who is celebrating Easter, I hope you have a wonderful day. Christ is risen, and God bless. I'm actually going to start in my driveway and work my way down throughout the whole yard. I'm just gonna show you like the highlights of things that are going on right now. Driveway, cat. Hey Sammy. Wanna say hi to everybody? Okay, so the action that's going on right here, if you could see dots of yellow like along here, there's some right in here yet. These are these gorgeous little daffodils. Ah, so bright and sunny, and then more will bloom. I have azaleas here too. They're an evergreen, and I'm just gonna have to rake everything out and weed it, but they're all budded up. Give it another like 2 weeks, they'll be like but color. The other side of the driveway here, I'm gonna have to plant something evergreen right here. I'm hoping for Scotch broom. That would be really nice to have right here. I got these hydrangeas that are budding up very nicely. See all those buds? Yeah, they're producing nicely. And again, another azalea here. This, I think, blooms like reddish purple. Reddish purple. We'll find out, right? Another hydrangea in here, and this is a rhododendron. This rhododendron is about to pop, and I believe it blooms white. You know, by the buds, it seems like it definitely blooms more white. It's not like colored or anything. But the glorious showstopper right here is actually this beautiful peach tree. It does not produce any fruit. It is very tall and cylindrical, so it's just it's nice to fit in this area here. Like, look at that. See how narrow it is? Nice. And I mean, the blooms on this, they're just starting to open up. Look how sweet that is. Gorgeous blooms. And then it has the red foliage when it's finished blooming. And we have a trail of daffodils going down the driveway. Oh, look at this one with the white with the creamy yellow center. Oh, I love that one. I think that's my favorite. I have tulips in here. You can see by the big bold leaves, they're coming up. I have 6 of these planters going down on the wooden fence here. I will probably be putting pansies in them next week, or I will just hold off and get petunias later. I'm not sure yet. And here's my evergreen structure. We have these, they still have a little bit of red berries on them. These are just the hollies. They provide that nice winter structure. And they're like, everything is on this side as well. Like we have tulips, irises. We have these mophead hydrangeas. I usually put like a type of acidifier on them to make them more blue. Otherwise they will be pink. And also here is, and then I also have hydrangea on standards. And I will be cutting these shortly, but yeah, these got some blooms coming. I see the buds, so I mean, there's really not too much to prune out. They're still babies. I mean, I could just rip off the dead ones, but I'll go in here and I will shape up the structure itself and cut out any dead, which I really don't see a whole lot of, which is nice. Alright, and since this side gets a little sunny, I put some climbing roses. Now I'll be going through this too, getting rid of some of the dead, and I will be training them. I got these from Heirloom Roses. Yeah, I got these from Heirloom Roses. Wonderful company, wonderful brand. I mean, their roses are just phenomenal. So I would like to have this growing along the fence here, and then, you know, have the irises, daffodils, the hollies, and, you know, let it continue down. And these hydrangeas, they are the strawberry vanilla hydrangea on standard. So again, I'll just be shaping it up, and yeah, they'll do wonderful this year. I have faith. Hopefully we don't have another drought like last year either. Uh-oh. I see a kitty must have been naughty. Broke off the rose bush here. These thorns are pretty wicked though. I guess, yeah, the thorns are wicked. You got the big ones, and then you get like these small micro ones. So, but anyway, I'll be tying it back to the fence and letting it ramble on. I actually had 4 of these. The other one was like right on the other side of this holly, but it just died. So can't win them all, right? But anyway, I'm thinking about putting like a nice tree here. I will love to get a red bud, because I think the red bud would just be stunning here, especially in the spring, because there's not a whole lot of color when you look down the driveway, and it's going to take a little bit for these daffodils and whatnot to naturalize. So I think maybe a tree is in order. We got some Scotch brooms here. Okay, so yeah, look at the color to the Scotch brooms. They look like little orchid blooms all along the branches when it's so pretty. Sister Disco. I should probably take this off. I really don't need it. But here is what we call dead nettle. Okay, you'll probably see this around your yard. It's actually, I find it to be very beautiful. I don't have any problem with it. I mean, it's very aggressive. It may even be invasive. I don't know. But it's an early feeder for the bees. So I leave this up, and also there's another plant I leave up. It has like white blooms. It's very small. Oh, here it is. It's right in front of this dead nettle. It's, let's see if I put my hand behind it. Maybe you'll be able to see it better. But this is another plant that I leave for the most part, because it does feed the plant, the bees. It does. Oh, I have a volunteer columbine here too. Okay, amongst the dead nettle here. This is a columbine. Not that. Come on, you get out of there. Okay. Don't worry, I'm only pulling a few. There's plenty around the yard left for to feed the bees. I'm training this is a black lace elderberry into a standard form. I don't know how it's gonna be. It's looking pretty ridiculous. I'm gonna be honest, it looks ridiculous. Just because of all of these huge stumps coming out. I don't know. But they do have these really neat leaves that come out. Black lace, hence the name. It's a dark foliage, and it has these white, beautiful blooms. So I don't know, maybe I could keep, I mean, I would like to keep this as a tree and like let it go bushy up top. But because how it's growing right now, I don't know if I'm going to get that effect. But I'm going to try. Yeah, and this whole area is just covered with kitty and dead nettle. But like I said, like I don't really care too much about it. Maybe it bothers some people. Hello, Sammy. Psst, psst, psst. Hi, baby. Hello. Oh, you're so cute. But excuse me, your tail is in the way. Alright, so this is my hammock area over here underneath this gorgeous, gorgeous willow. This is a tree that I planted like 3 years ago, and it has gotten massive. I think this will be the 4th year in the ground here. So I originally had it at another location and I transported it here. Oh, and this is another garden toy that Tommy got me. Everybody knows Tommy, right? I love the sound of the wood. Like the wood I feel is just so much more calmer than like the metal. I love my hammock. I love coming out here, reading, drinking tea, or just relaxing. I love it out here. Oh, hello spring. Look at this. This is so cute, right? It kind of looks junky, I don't know. Yeah, but I put up that arbor last year and found like some little garden decor in here. I think I'm gonna put succulents in here. This little wheelbarrow. I think that would be kind of neat. Kitties. And this whole area I just did a video of. Now the kitties seem to be trampling a lot on my flowers and I'm not really happy about that, but the pansies are in here and I have lamium coming up, hyacinths and rose bushes and azaleas. I guess it doesn't really seem like a whole lot. Brown on brown is kind of hard to see, but guys, that is not cool. Why are they digging that up? I gotta replant that now. But anyway, all of this right here is underneath these lilac bushes. Now I trimmed these bushes up to be on a standard form, which means there's really no blooms on the bottom. It just comes up to like right here, and then you could see all the growth, right? But these are very, very old. I'm pruning a lot of dead out, so I think maybe not a black lace elderberry, but maybe like the green one I could put right in here, and that would really fill up, and I could train that also to be like a multi-branched shrub. That would be really neat, because I got like stuff underneath here that I would like to keep. Here's another one of those Scotch brooms all budded up. Oh, I can't wait. Just like literally like another 2 weeks, this stuff is gonna take off and it's gonna be wonderful. Yeah, more pansies in here. I got lamium growing, ground cover, alliums. I got the beautiful, beautiful purple hyacinths back there. Actually, let me just get a little closer. I'm actually gonna dig these ones up and relocate them to the front, like maybe put them underneath this bush here, because they are stunning. They're very stunning and they need to be seen more. If you're wondering what these rocks are for, I put these, I planted some lettuce here. So I put like, let me see if you can see it. Yeah, like there's some chicken wire, if you will, right under here. And that's to prevent the cats from scratching up at it and stuff. And that's something to keep in a veggie garden if you're worried about getting like cat doo-doo and stuff like that throughout your, you know, the food you're going to eat. Hello, troublemaker. Look at that sweet pansy. It's so pretty. And then just over here, a lot more. Look at these hyacinths. Oh, I love it. I love the color of these hyacinths. Lots of pansies in here growing. Irises. This was this bush right here is called a black cat pussy willow. Let me see here. Can y'all see those catkins? Yeah, okay, I know they have like the pollen and stuff on them now, but they were black, red stems, okay? And now they're coming out with their leaves. So it'll be like a green bush here, but it's good because this area is really, really moist, so it helps soak up a lot of moisture. Cleaned up a lot of in this area here, put some pansies in. And right in the front here, you probably can't really tell on camera, but there's a little divot, and that's going to be also for lettuce. And then I have like 4 divots right here that's going to be for beets. So I'll be doing that sometime this coming week. Yep. This big bush here, I hope it survives. I really, really, really hope it does well this year. This would be a burgundy colored smoke bush. Yeah, so I would like to keep it just bushy up top and just like one single stem down below, because we already lost one branch, or like right here, not one branch, but like one trunk essentially, like right here, 2 years ago. And then just a few days ago, I dug up, well, this piece was rotted. Like, you can't really see it anymore, but there was another one coming out here and it just rotted out. So I hope it, working up here, I actually realized like I have no daffodils up here. I have some tulips and irises and some hyacinths, but I had some left over and I actually planted them just like 2 days ago. So, and they were fine, like they weren't like rotted or moldy or anything. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna dig them, put them in and see what happens. I think they'll be fine. So I got some leftover plants here. These are the leftover pansies and crocuses. That's another plant I put in the ground. A little late. And this is the veggie garden. Nothing started yet. It's still too like cold, other than like lettuce and beets and stuff like that. But what I do in the winter is I put down cardboard and put it down to help suppress the weeds. I really didn't get all of it covered in time this winter. But so I'll be ripping up a lot of these. Video for another time. But this is the bean house. My mom grows stuff on it. It's like a, you know, and then you could sit down in there and it would kind of like shaded area. It's kind of cool. I like it. It's really neat in the summer. Got these roses not too long ago, well, on clearance last year. Look at this. All right, so we got like a black tip, so it's dead. The green stem right below it, which is good. So I think there's some, yeah, there's some new growth coming out of some of them, not all. Like this one, I think may be completely dead. Maybe this one too. But yeah, this one right here has green and this one over here has some green. So maybe I'll have 2 yellow roses. I'm actually like trying to talk to my mom, and like this is like probably the only flat area that we have. And over here, it would be nice to have like an area to seat. Sorry, the neighbor's dog's out and the kids, they're playing. Okay, so I'm just actually gonna move a little bit away from where the dog was, because the dog will just keep barking at me. But anyway, here's the bean house. And this is like what I call a swoop garden. This is right alongside the driveway here that we just went over. I have this lovely evergreen tree here, and I can't wait until that gets bigger. Oh, I can't wait to have a nice big evergreen in the yard. It has more of like a blue foliage to it, or needles, I should say. I shouldn't say foliage, I don't know. But then I have these like lemon cypresses down here too. I think I'm gonna keep these small. I think I'm gonna trim them up, make them like little tight balls. Got lots of daffodils in here. Some already bloomed out, that's okay. But I have like alliums, some really cool irises, and some of these tulips too. I mean, I'm surprised that they're short like this, because we had decent rain this year. Huh. Not sure what that's about. But yeah, like I gotta weed and stuff throughout the yard, and It is what it is. Yeah, like I know, like you guys will probably see like weeds and stuff like that. You have to understand that it's actually the first week of April, and where I am in my area, it's just reasonable enough via weather to be outside, like, and comfortably work. You know, like in the 50s, that's decent to work. So yeah, you'll just have to excuse the weeds. They will be cleaned up in time. So, and also I just want to encourage you guys, like, hey, not everybody has staff on hand to run a garden, and it's completely normal and natural to have some weeds, and that's fine. So don't get bent out of shape. I also have these really cool strawberries in here. These are from Proven Winners. I grew these strawberries mainly not for human consumption, although they can be, but for my bunny Zeke. He loves strawberries. So yeah, I got some of them. Some of them didn't make it. Oh, I used to have one right here. Guess that one didn't make it. But okay. Then bright full yellow daffodils. Instead of going right by the veggie garden, I'm gonna go down this pathway. This is to my rose garden. Let's go under the trellis here. Hi, kitty. I see you. Hello. Hello, baby. Yeah, so like this driveway garden. Ooh, look at you go. Look at you go, baby. Are you gonna be my thumbnail? You gonna be my thumbnail? Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Hi, baby. Look at you. All happy. Hello, baby. Oh my gosh, you're so adorable. Crazy cat. I love it. I love it. Oh, you're so perfect. But anyway, like I was saying, like this driveway area, pretty much from like here down to that white bin, I weeded pretty well. There's gonna be some more that'll pop up, but again, it's just a matter of time. So do a section every week or more. Isn't that right? But you guys destroy my garden. You guys are lucky. You're so cute. You guys are so cute. You're lucky you're cute. Ooh. Oh, you just want to be taller than me. You just want to be bigger than me. Alright, you can have that. It's gonna be my rose garden. Well, I already started working on it. But like this is the path here. I'm gonna have to edge. It's like a little windy path. Apparently there are some like steps right underneath where this cat is that has just been buried. So I would kind of like to unearth that and have some steps because it is really steep there. I got some phlox blooming, some ground phlox. Yeah, that's like a very light blue color. And this viburnum right here, this will be blooming in a matter of a week or so. This is actually the smell good viburnum, not the stinky ones. Irises, lots of irises. So the idea with these boxwoods, I planted some, but I couldn't get them all in before the end of last year, and I would like to finish that up. I got roses everywhere in here. Roses and hydrangeas, and some other flowers mixed in. I have a climbing rose going right up here, and actually all along like where you see these white trellises, there, I gotta fix that up there. There's roses going to be, well, they are growing. Like, look, I have this huge one right here. Whew. Y'all see that? I gotta train it back. But that is the climbing rose. So it'll be really nice to cover up this mess of a garage that is the neighbor's that has been abandoned. So I do what I can. Yeah, I got some like rhododendrons in here for the winter interest. I would love to add muscari. I think muscari would be the perfect early bloomer in here. So that is on the to-do list. And ooh, right here, this is the a crab apple. You're probably like, why is a tree in your rose garden? Well, it's a baby now, okay? So, but it has like that nice red foliage. Let me see here. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, here's the blooms for the crab apple. It is a darker foliage. It does get some green to it, but when it first emerges, it's definitely more the maroon burgundy color. And the blooms we'll get will be really light pink and sweet. So it's still a baby and I'm training it. See, I have some strings here to help separate some of the branches, so it's like strategically done. Like lifting them closer together, and I'll cut these. Yeah, I don't want them to cause damage to the branches. I even have this one, you see the string to my hydrangea right there. But yeah, okay, so in here I actually have this log and it's kind of gnarly because I got like succulents kind of stuck in it. What is this? How does this trash find place in my garden? I don't know. But okay, I got this log and it kind of goes whoop, whoop. That's kind of neat. I like that. And again, with these boxwoods, you know, it's kind of just a natural curve. And I got this wonderful specimen thing, plant rack, at a Facebook marketplace, and I usually put succulents in these here. So I can't wait for that. More roses. Majority of my roses are from heirloom roses. And look at this. This is another peach tree. Like, this is going to be stunning. Give it another week. Hit subscribe if you want to see the video when this is all in its glory. And I got clematis climbing on both sides of this arbor. Hello, troublemaker. So right here is actually the kitty pen. We're gonna do something different to it this coming year, make it kind of more tidy. But this actually used to be, well, this was a foundation of a smaller house that used to be on the property that my dad tore down. So over here, this is more of a shaded area. So up here was my rose garden area. I don't even know how many roses I have. I have to count them. It's a lot. I mean, it's not like 100 a lot, but it's a lot. Anyways, yeah, that is pretty. This is nice. I did clean up a little bit. I'm gonna have to weed more. Story of my life. So over here, this area is a little bit more shaded. It's underdeveloped. I mean, I lost 2 of those arborvitaes just last year. So it's getting warm enough now I can dig them up and toss them because they're fried. They're not coming back, obviously. The other ones are okay. It was the heat and the dryness, and those 2 just gave out. It happens. This is actually my barrel pond. I usually fill the back one with water, but I think this year I'll be filling these 2 up here with water as well. It's fun. Like, you know, it provides for the insects as well, and I'll have a video on that. It was fun. It was a new experiment last year, and I was happy with the outcome. Right above it, if you could kind of see that little tiny thing, that is a Japanese maple, and I think it will be lovely just to hug right over these barrel ponds here. And I got stuff planted up on the hill too that'll come up, perennials. And look at this. You guys seeing these? This is about to pop. This is a gorgeous rhododendron. Look at that purple. It's purple. Oh, and by the way, this little like cart thing that I found it for free on the corner. Yeah, I was out driving around and I saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta have it. It's so cute. So I'm gonna have fun with that. It would be nice to finish these arborvitaes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this type of variety or dig them out, move them somewhere else and get like another one that's like more fluffy and it actually grows a lot more, but yeah, all this junk. These are hedges, half dead. So I'm gonna get rid of them. So, and then right here I have some boxwood hedges that I like to keep in spheres. Yeah, and they go right up along here. This is to the gate to the main street here. But yeah, look at that. Like, I love this. Now this is obviously more mature, but look at these flowers. These are the most gorgeous spring flowers ever. And I'm definitely going to weed because I want to appreciate these a little more without being distracted by like grasses and stuff like that, and have a nice sharp edge along here. And then here in the center of it all is my niece's garden, and if y'all can see, it's all budded up, this cherry tree. So it's gonna pop in a matter of a few days, which will be exciting to see. So where these these boxwoods, right, they got tip damage from the cold. What happened last year is it was so dry and in drought, and then all of a sudden we got a whole bunch of water, so it pushed out all this new growth, and then we got a freeze, and then it killed it back. So I'm just going to be tightening these up this year. That's fine. So that's why you see that white there, but that's not how they typically are. They're more green, like right up to here. So, and I got some rhododendrons back here. They bloom, these, yeah, it's all budded up. I could see, have these gorgeous pink blooms. Here's another crab apple that I see. I would like to get some tall trees just to add more of like a privacy. I got one over there too. You know, you probably can't really see it, but there is one here. It just like doesn't have that much growth on it, like compared to the other one, because the other one gets more sun. But it would be nice just to have like a little bit more of a block right here, and also to help reduce some of the noise from the street below. So I'm going to go up this pathway here. This is all going to be sedums. This is a rabbit hutch. Before I learned that rabbits should be kept inside, like my bunny Zeke is now. So I just kind of have this thing, and maybe the cats go in it and hang out. I'm not sure, but maybe I could do some like planty fun things with it. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, these are gonna have all like succulents, chicks and hens and whatnot there. And I'm gonna be moving some of these pots around. Okay, so here's another beautiful tree. I can't wait for it to bloom. This is the redbud tree. Do y'all see the little buds on it? It's gonna be beautiful when it blooms. This is another area to clean up. I just got some daffodils blooming in there now, like the white creamy ones with the yellow center. Yeah, that's nice. They're nice. So, yeah, rhododendron in this area. I actually just, this is a perfect example of how to prune a hydrangea on standard. I have other ones in the yard that I will probably do a video on, but I love the shape. Like, you see how round that shape is? It's really nice. This is what you want the airiness in here. You want to get rid of all the dead branches, etc. This is how you do it. Okay, and there's my work cart. I have this trellis here that has a clematis that'll be blooming. Maybe I'll have like a seating area in here. I'm not sure yet. Oh, and there's a tractor and a kitty. So, point of reference, this is right below the lilacs that are on the driveway. Okay? I'll be weeding some more of this area up. See, I have some hellebores coming up. So I want to get rid of some of these weeds in here, plant some pansies and other ground covers, maybe some phlox. I think phlox will be nice in here. I do have stuff buried. I'm just not sure where it all is, like bleeding hearts and stuff. I'll find out eventually. Here's another. This is the hill going up to the rose garden, kind of, so point of reference. There's some phlox in here starting to bloom. I think I'll just might take some of those starters and stick them up here on this wall. So, yeah, I gotta clean more of this out. Anyway, I'm not gonna walk all the way around again. I'm just gonna go this way. So, if you all may know that I have... Okay, it's a new day. And, as you can see here, ooh, harsh shadows. But last year I actually lined this with boxwood hedges. I had lavender here, but they got too wet, and they just, the store-bought lavender does not work well in my yard. But I could get this stuff from Hope Hill Lavender Farm, my local lavender farm, and it just produces wonderfully in other areas. So anyway, this is the destruction that has been going on. These guys are coming out tomorrow to finish this. They pretty much have to, they dug up a water line. The water line actually goes all the way behind that fence up to the next street and then comes down. So I tried to remove some things that I had just because I got some flowers coming up. Hold on. Yeah, look at these babies. If I could get them in the shadow. The nice blue ones. I got a weed around it. But I got my blueberries that I transplanted. I got some good stuff coming up. Lots of bright yellow daffodils. I love it. Yeah, look at that. That's spring. Yeah, so I'm gonna be weeding a little bit in here and then just top dressing with some mulch. So this may be repetitive, but we're pretty much like, I just want a path like right here that goes down to the back porch, and you know, it goes to the back porch. But like right in here, I would like a veggie garden, so like a raised veggie garden. I'm not just gonna have it on the ground. And then like just a little pathway between the veggie garden and this flower garden, so to speak. And I think that would be so darling. That's the goal this year. Yeah, they had to wait a while for this to kind of like the dirt to kind of sink down around the pipe and then put more of the dirt on top of it. So that's why it just took a little longer. Oh, I got these beautiful peonies here. The red that's poking up. Some of them not so good. I'm gonna be here when these guys are here tomorrow though. Yeah, I kind of dug out some of my stuff that was here, moved it over. I'll probably end up doing that along here. And also I want to get these peonies uncovered. Got some purple hyacinths popping up here. This is a cute area. But look at this. Oh, it's so rocky. My gosh. You know, the guys were like, how did you even garden with all these rocks in here? I'm like, well, we weren't digging down like 4 feet deep like you guys had to. Yeah, they got some boulders out. Some massive boulders. As you can see, there was a path here. It's now not a path. But this is a garden bed like right in here where this tree is. Look at this tree. It's just about to pop. This is a plum tree. Beautiful white little flowers on it. So yeah, this is a path back here, but I think we're just going to do something different like in the corner here. Probably make it, and along the fence, probably just make it like a small garden, if you will. They're coming back to put the boards up that were right here because they had to take off the fence. I'm glad that they were able to keep the fence intact for most part because my dad made it. Oh yeah, and here's the veggie garden. Sorry, I know it's a mess, but I was telling you guys, like, I put cardboard down to keep the weeds down, and then I'll have to pull it all back up. So, it's looking a little messy, but it'll be cleaned up. No worries. And when the guys come tomorrow too, they're gonna be fixing this French drain. They had to cut it. Look at this is a cat track. This is where the cats go. Oh, speaking of cats, hello kitty. Are you not gonna go on your cat track? Look at this. This one is Max. He usually has his tongue sticking out. Okay, Max. I got these right here for building some greenhouses, so that's going to be an experiment. And this is what I got going on down here in this garden. I'm going to have to weed it. Yeah, I got stuff coming up. And I just got to clean it up and mulch it. And I'm going to grow some stuff right here. Look, this is the house that burnt down. Well, was burnt up. Anyway, I got this little arbor piece at Lowe's when I worked there for free because they were getting rid of it. I would like to get more of them, honestly. I think like that would be so cool. I'm gonna see if they have any more because I'll take them off their hands if they're trying to get rid of them. But yeah, I got these like hydrangeas on standards. I think that one over here might be a little easier to see. Some grasses, lots of irises. I got some white pots, put annuals in. I love these arborvitaes right here, these evergreens. Got some ground covers, lilies, all that good stuff. And I got stuff here that I didn't plant last year, but they'll be fine. Like echinaceas a lot is what mainly they are. And they'll be fine. Look at that. Look at this bright yellow forsythia on the hill. So I'm trying to get rid of all that because we got so many water lines going down there. I don't want them to destroy the water lines. But this is the old water line, or the old forsythias right here. They're not even in bloom yet. They're such a pain. They really are. Like there's no color on them. They're big and wild. Okay everyone, so thank you again for watching, and hit subscribe if you want to check out more of my garden videos, and I also do indoor plants as well. So till next time, bye!